Started watching Togen Aniki. Hope I said that right. Last week, it was something that showed up and I was bored and I was looking for something new to watch. And this was the first one that came up, at least on some of the anime websites that I looked. The reviews aren't personally the best. It has a 7.303 on my anime list at the time of the recording. So we'll see, but I've thoroughly enjoyed it, primarily because of the main character, Shiki. I hope I said his name right. These names are not as easy for me to say as some others are, but for me personally, like he's just a very honest guy. He seems to be very forthcoming and open to other people's opinions and just being able to help them out, even if it means that he has to put his pride aside to be able to save and pursue his goal. Because one of the other main characters of the supporting cast, basically, Jen, I guess would be his name. I hope I said that right as well too. He was all upset and he's like, I have to do everything in my power to be able to defeat the enemy that stands within my way, which was basically the teacher, Naoto, which is a little frustrating because it's like the other guy, Shiki, what he did, he's just like, hey, make sure that she gets protected and she's safe and she's like able to be like cared for. Like, I don't care about myself. Like, we can deal with me later, but like make sure that this other person's cared for. So it's like he seems to have this overall arching like theme that probably a lot of anime characters do have, where it's just like, I want to save this other person. I'm going to be this main character that kind of like shocks the sensei, that shocks everybody else, and been like, you know what, I'm a lot more powerful than you thought I was. I'm a lot more caring than I thought I was. Maybe I'm a little bit more dumb than everybody else thought I was, and I don't calculate things because I just am more focused about the moment itself. Which, small little aside, you can also do the exact same thing. It'll help you out a lot, being able to be focused on the specific moment in some way, shape, or form. At least that's what I've been able to find out. It's helped me out a lot more just being able to be present with a certain task that I'm doing compared to like having to think about all this other stuff. Because in episode 4, we see Shiki where he's like trying to grab the ball from like the sensei's hand and he ends up getting it out and then tells Jen to be like, hey, just take the ball and run. And he's like, as soon as he does that, all of a sudden, he's just like, the teacher's like, hey, you know that if he makes it, you get expelled. And he's like, oh, no, I didn't even think about that. I just felt so accomplished for being able to defeat you and get the ball out of your hand. I didn't even consider doing that. I needed the ball as well, too. And he's like, oh, no, I'm going to fail. Yeah, this is terrible. But that was okay. Like, that was fine because he did the thing that felt right, and that showed the teacher his true character. Because, like, obviously the teacher wasn't going to suspend any of the students. That just wouldn't have happened. Like, that would have had no purpose or goal or any overlying, like, reason whatsoever. So all the teacher wanted to do was like see who the true people are, because like Jen, as soon as there was somebody that was down in the field, what did he do? He ended up trying to defeat the teacher so that he could achieve his goal. Whereas like Shiki, he didn't even think about that. He's like, is this girl okay? Like, is she fine? Like, is she gonna survive? Like, I want to make sure that he's okay or she's okay, and that I'll deal with you later, whatever it may be. Whereas the other guy, he was just too hot-headed and didn't even care to consider other people. So this has been just kind of like a little short overview of like, people do care for you. People will want to support you, want to make sure you're protected, want to make sure that you're cared for and like overall like safe in any regard that you have right now. So I guess just like keep in mind that like if you are struggling with something, or maybe there's a character out there or somebody else that's kind of like rubbing you the wrong way or whatever it is, you can always pair up with like the other person, like help them out by them helping them. In turn will help them out as well too. So like you have to have this fine balance between the two. But like just try to think about some other people for once. Think about how their feelings are. Try and protect them and realize that like if you give everybody else what they want, you will get everything that you want at the end of the day, because now they get to go like face off against the enemies of the show basically, which is pretty cool to do and pretty cool to see. If you wouldn't have stopped and tried to save all the other people, then that wouldn't have happened. The trial would have lasted way shorter than it would have, and then they wouldn't have been able to travel overseas to like face off with some of the more powerful people that could possibly be the goal that they're trying to achieve. So it's like everything is always going to be working out in the exact way that it needs to, and as long as you're being a real, genuine, authentic, like humble like individual, things will come to you in the exact time that they need to come to you in, not a moment sooner. So just keep doing what you do, be your authentic, honest, forthgoing self, and like think outside the box and be creative, and like just try to come up with these different ideas on how to create maybe different blood patterns or different weapons to be able to defeat the enemy that stands within you. You have everything that you need within you. You already do. It's just a matter of using that imagination to your benefit, as we saw in the first 3 episodes of the series, which if you haven't watched those, highly recommend checking those out. But it's like you get to decide what your blood looks like. You get to decide what you create, because it's your imagination, it's your skill, it's your character, it's who you are as a person. And if you develop it enough, something magical will happen. It's happened for me, and if it's happened for me, I know it'll happen for you. If it's happened for Shiki, I know it'll happen for you as well too. If it's happened for Jen, it'll happen then. It's just a matter of thinking outside of the box and realizing that you are supported, you are loved, you are cared, you are supported in every way that you possibly can be. I don't know if I'll do more reviews on this episode or this series. I wanted to see how this one did. If you did like it, you can let me know down in the comment section down below. Otherwise, that's about it for now, and I'll talk to you later. So, see ya.